Hey everybody, this is Russell Wilks of musclevoodoo.co.uk, musclevoodoo.com, musclevoodoo online channels, including this one. And today we're going to make a big shake. I've spoken about this in other videos where you want an alternative to a muscle mass gainer or a weight gainer. A lot of the commercial weight gainers are so full of sugar and other forms of simple sugars like maltodextrin and even glucose fructose syrup, which is really not very good for you at all. This is an alternative. So we're going to make this big shake. You can see there that it's 400 milliliters or 2/3 of a pint of preferably full fats goat's milk, or a mixture of goat's milk and maybe a nut milk like almond milk, etc. 1 mug of frozen berries, half an avocado, a Hass avocado mainly, 1 large banana, 4 tablespoons of Ovaltine, or 3 if you want, 1 tablespoon of natural honey, and if you want to add more calories to it, you can have 3 scoops of ice cream, etc., or 100 mils, a fifth of a pint of cream, and this kind of thing. So here's the ingredients. So you can see today I've only got semi-skimmed goat's milk. I'm using the hazelnut milk, almond milk drink, Ovaltine, which is a fortified powder. I'm putting some yogurt in mine as well today. Honey, I'm going to do about, I would say probably I'll put a teaspoon in, not a tablespoon. Half an avocado already done, put the other half in the fridge. Or 1 banana, 1 cup of frozen berries. These are mainly dark berries, cherries, grapes, blackberries, etc. Very, very nice. Frozen fruit is always very useful and is actually often cheaper than fresh fruit, and it's still very good. Obviously this has to come up to room temperature. When I put it in the shake now, as I do this, try not to make too much noise. I put it in the shake now, you can see that essentially, drop one on the floor, 3-second rule, quick. You can see that essentially I'm going to have to leave that to wait to come to room temperature. The reason is quite simply is the fact that that's got to it's got loads of enzymes in it, and the enzymes are frozen in a frozen state. When they come up to room temperature, they're no longer frozen. Now I've put the banana in and the avocado, scoop out the avocado, break it into pieces, and then essentially just break the banana up into pieces as well, and then that goes in like so. There's the avocado shell, throw that out for the birds, they love it, the robins love that. And then we're going to put the rest of the stuff in, the Ovaltine, the honey, the yogurt, etc. Right, with the yogurt, you want to actually use this liquid that's in there as well. Definitely use that, that's really good for you, as such there. And then we're going to put in a couple of scoops of yogurt. This is just a simple, just for the extra, and also, you know, as I said, it's pretty good for you. With the Ovaltine now, we're just going to shake that in. You don't have to measure it that much. I usually put in, I think, right, okay, that's about. Okay, so I'm finalising this shake now. I've put most of the ingredients away. I've actually decided to put some peanut butter in this one, full fat, smooth peanut butter, and some tropical forest honey in there as well, because I've not put, because I ran out the other one. If you're wondering what the screaming sound is behind me, that's my fridge going berserk. Oh, and I wanted to mention these marvelous superfoods, marveloussuperfood.co.uk. I'll talk about them on another video, but this is the super protein blend I've been using, which is a combination of, I don't know if you can see that, equal amounts of hemp, pea protein, red maca, yellow maca, and then some goji berry, beetroot and lucuma. It's a very, very nice mix, this. Really, really nice. Like the company, they're based in Llangibby, which is near Lampeter in the middle of Wales. The county's Ceredigion, in the Celtic country of Wales. Lovely. So that's their super protein. And I'm also putting, so I put two heat teaspoons of that, the super protein, and also then 1 of this, which is the Marvelous Superfood Wellbeing Blend. This is a highly alkaline, it's basically Chlorella spirulina, equal parts Chlorella, spirulina, barley grass, wheatgrass, kelp, hemp protein, and beetroot. Lovely, very, very good. I really noticed that my skin was fantastic after starting to take just this one, putting it in my shake every day. And when I've added this one as well, I've noticed that the this one helps to flush out any metabolites that you have, lactic acid, etc. Anyway, let's slap a load of this in now and I'll get back to you. Hang on. Okay, so now we're going to put the peanut butter in, and now we're going to just put in a couple of teaspoons of this, just a couple. Look, making a slight mess, never mind. It's all for the good of science. A couple of those in there, of the hemp, the super protein. That's the super marvelous superfood, super protein blend. It's vegan. Vegetarian. I'm not vegan or vegetarian, but I don't mind eating food that's specifically to do with that, no problem. And one of these well-being blend, about a heaped teaspoon of that. Very alkaline, that is. Lovely. And then just to finish this off, let's get down there like that. And then we'll have one. This is a tropical forest. Again, this is a Welsh company. What are they called? I think they're called something like tropical forest honey. They're in Aberystwyth in Wales. This is great honey. This is really fantastic. It's made by the Miombo people in northwest Zambia. Go Miombo! And it's really nice. Get a pound. That's a pound pot of that for about £4, and it's pure organic, fantastic honey. So I want a teaspoon of that. Go in there like that. There we go, in we go. Alright. And then, try not to look at the washing up. Honey. Lovely. Right, so you can see that this shake now, we're going there. We get about, this will make about, probably about 800 mils to maybe almost a litre of fluid. And it really is fantastic. I've added everything in now, so I'm just going to mix it up and I'll show you the end result. Then we're going to give that a little bit of a zhuzh. Obviously I've put it on some kitchen roll there so it doesn't slip, and now I'm going to mix it. Look at that for some hardcore action. Just get up a bit. See that? One of these Philips, this is a Philips blender. Maybe a bit of product placement in there. You can see it's 700 watt. It's really, really good for blending. Fantastic, actually. Give it a really good mix. Try not to go berserk with it. That's the supercharge. And there we go. That's going to come out there now, and I'll finish this off one second. And there's the final finished result, which you can see is about 800 mils, and that's just under maybe, going on for that, 800 mils, which is about a pint and a half. It usually makes about at least a pint of big shake. And as I said, you can actually add ice cream etc. to that if you wanted to, or maybe some kind of pouring cream if you want to add the calories. But generally that's a very healthy alternative to one of the commercial mass gainers. I'm not suggesting you make that every day because you might not have the time etc. You might be in work and you might not have the facilities to make it etc. I usually make that. That might be basically my second breakfast, if you like. Very good for you it is. So, but even if you can make it a couple of times a week, it's lovely. So that's that. The ingredients I put into there in total, I think, were about 400 mils of a mixture, 200 mils of full fat goat's milk, 200 mils of hazelnut milk, in this case you can use almond etc. if you want, half an avocado, half one, big banana, half a mug of frozen berry fruit, let them come up to room temperature. What else? Teaspoon of honey, teaspoon of peanut butter, and 2 teaspoons of that super blend protein for the marvelous superfood, and one of the well-being blend, and a couple of other bits and bobs. Experiment with it, it's fantastic.